Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Here I have built a prototype body frame for an SSTO. Mark II cockpit, Mark II liquid fuel, and a Mark II adapter to 1.25 millimeters. Now I removed all the oxidizer, we do not need it because I'm using a nuclear engine. Nuclear engines are very efficient and will work, well in orbit. Kind of the point behind them. Now, I'm going to slap a Mark I liquid fuel, another Mark I liquid fuel. Now that my friends is likely rather overkill, but I don't care. Now I'm going to add a cargo door. Now normally you wouldn't do this, but I'm going to slap it upside down because then I can drop stuff out of it. You can take a payload somewhere, say, I don't know, LKO, low carbon orbit, or maybe somewhere else. I'm presuming that you have most things unlocked and that you're playing in sandbox, which I currently am in sandbox. Slap some rapier engines on. From there, you're going to want to add, or go back into fuel tanks, add an FL800 tank, and go back to aerodynamics. Now that you're in aerodynamics, look for shock cone or adjustable ramp intake. Now shock cones and adjustable ramp intakes, they both have the same amount of delta V. Or intake air, I'm stupid. Yeah, and we're going to throw it in like that. Now that should be enough to get us into orbit at 12,000 meters per second. Oh, yeah, and if I let them steal fuel from the nuclear engine, it gives me even more. Like I said, plenty of fuel. This can probably get us to the Mun, Minimus, maybe Duna if you are very, very skimpy about it, and possibly even further if you know what you're doing. But this is just supposed to be a basic beginner tutorial. Another thing we want to add is air brakes. Air brakes let you landing good, and it makes it to where you don't die a horrible death and crash and explode. I have had my fair share of experience with those. On purpose, of course. We're going to add a mobility enhancer right here. Stop. Control Z. Because I broke it. Yeah, let's just not mess with that for now. Now, normally I would add a science lab, but we're not going to. Or maybe more crew quarters, but we really don't need more crew than this has currently if it's just a tutorial. One thing you're going to want is one of these swept wings. Personally, I like this one because you can typically attach stuff way more easily to it. And we're going to turn on two indicators. The center of mass and the center of lift overlay. Okay, put it on like that, and see, now we have our center of lift behind our center of gravity. Now, there's one final thing that we're going to want to use. Nobody really gives them enough credit. Not those. The standard canard. Great. Now, boom, that would be, usually enough to get us into orbit. But, when we snap on, now you just have to add landing gear and should be ready to go. We'll add small landing gear in the back. Let's drag a little bit lower to the ground, but don't matter. Actually, if we're going to be doing a landing on another planet, you're going to want at least medium. And you're going to want to turn the brakes up to 200 on the rear. And you're going to want to stick a medium gear on the front. Only one of them, however. as far ahead as you can, and you're going to want to set the brakes to 50. I guess that perfectly. Great. Now, why, you may ask? It helps a lot, trust me. It keeps you from doing a forward front flip and dying. And, yeah. So now that the craft is sort of finished, there's only one last thing we need to add, which is going to be the Elevon 3. Okay, maybe not. The Elevon 2, maybe? One of these doesn't die horribly and explode. It appears it was that one, I guessed correctly. Great. Actually, we're not going to do that. Because these canards, they have authority limiters, which are going to turn to maximum to give them plenty of, authority. And the final part. I know I've said that a few times, but I keep thinking of more stuff. Winglets. Let's flip them up. These will be our vertical stabilizers. Now, fix staging. Throw these two engines in. Right after that, we throw in the nuclear engine, and the parachutes will be the final stage. After that, we should be done. We're going to test this out next time in our next video, and, well, see you guys next time.